It is the Riot Podcast. Good day. Welcome to Friday, April 29th. What do we talk about again today?
Oh, during the show?
Yeah.
A little bit of everything.
Yeah.
Touch a little here, sprinkle a little there, you know.
A potpourri of topics.
Well, I know we included some cookie talk. That is just still fresh on the brain there because today is Oatmeal Raisin Cookie Day.
Uh-huh.
And so you can celebrate if you want with some cookies this weekend.
That's right.
Do we have any oatmeal raisin cookies here?
We have oatmeal cream pies.
That's not the same.
What do you mean? It's
It's
like
not
two
the
cookies.
same.
It's two cookies with icing.
I don't know.
With cream.
You should have brought some of those in, Hudson. That would have been such a great dessert on a Friday.
Does
Well, I thought you were
anybody-
the baker of this show.
I know I should have. I can make a good cookie. I won't lie. Preferably a sugar cookie. That's the one I really have down.
Well, those are the easiest to make.
Well, yeah, they are.
And the best,
They're the
right?
best, exactly.
Apparently, according to some people.
Every so often I'll get into the crumble cookies.
Oh,
Is that-
man.
I was
Oh, wait, is that the
curious.
store that sells them?
Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
one
Yeah,
where
I've
they
never been
do.
there.
It's good, but
The
I mean,
crumble are pretty good,
they
yeah.
are super expensive and not always baked all the way.
Oh, that's what I
Yeah.
love. That's what you're speaking my language over
Perhaps
here.
sometimes a tiny bit worrisome, but they're good. But I was curious, like if any cookie stores have like an emphasis on oatmeal raisin cookies today. But
Oh,
if
yeah, you
No, they
think?
wouldn't be in business anymore.
You'd think that they have like a special today, like maybe like a free oatmeal cookie or something. But how do you guys feel about eating just raw cookie dough? Like, where do you
Love
stand
it.
on that?
Love it.
Yeah, I do as
Embrace
well.
it 100%.
Well,
Don't
you
care about the health
can-
consequences.
a lot of modern cookie dough now doesn't always have like eggs in it.
Yeah.
Because eggs is the problem.
Yeah.
But if you're making it on your own and it does have eggs in it, then you're rolling the dice.
I've
That's why-
seen.
I don't understand that though, because like, is it just like because I eat raw eggs pretty frequently, and is that
Good
the
for
same
working
thing?
out, right?
Yeah, it's just a good source of protein. You put it in like a milkshake, you won't even taste it. But like, is that the same thing? Is that the reason why the cookie doughs are so like dangerous to your body?
I think it is,
that
right?
is
like
it.
salmonella or
What else
something,
would
right?
it be? It would-
Yeah.
Like it's not like the sugar or the butter or anything.
Yeah, I know. I thought it was the egg. I
Yeah,
just
it's
didn't
gotta
know
be the
if
egg.
it also in raw form is also
Okay,
dangerous.
wait. I save this for next week. But like, how often are you having raw eggs?
As frequently as Jim was eating them. I used to feed one to Jim every single day
Sure.
for like
And
lunch.
you would have one too?
So I wouldn't have one every day, but I have them pretty frequently. I would say a couple times a week I'll do one in like a protein shake.
But ever on its own?
I've done just straight raw egg before, like if you just crack it and then you just swallow it. And I'm telling you,
Does it just slide right down?
it's the weirdest texture. Like it's the weirdest texture, but the flavor, it's like there's not really any
Nothing
flavor
to
to
it.
it.
Yeah.
Well, I'll let you do that.
Yeah. Well, leave that to me. Another thing that I wanted to touch on was how we talked about some of our family vacations, right? And as we've talked about where we went, some of our favorite places to go, do you guys have like a destination that you still want to go
In
to?
mind.
Oh,
Ooh,
that's a good idea.
question.
I want to go to Japan.
Japan?
Japan and Italy.
Oh, you would make it 15 minutes in Japan.
I'm polite. What are you talking about?
No, I'm playing. Yeah, well, that's in.
Where would I like
Now
to
you
go?
make me doubt myself.
I'm just joking. You could kill it in Japan.
I've never gotten to go to the West Coast. I feel like the United States is boring in a way as far as like I would love to go internationally, but the first thing that comes to mind is I just want to check out the West Coast.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like LA and everything. See all the movie sites and obviously the beaches would be amazing. So that's an attainable one for me.
Yeah.
And then I mean, there's all kinds of places internationally I'd love to go. All over Europe would be great.
So for this summer, though, if you had to pick one destination to go to that you think is a realistic option, where would you go? Because mine would be Cleveland.
Realistic?
What?
I'd go to Cleveland just for like a weekend trip, a realistic option for me.
That's the best you can come up with
See,
for
I guess
realistic?
also I guess Tennessee, like Nashville.
Sure.
I'd like to do like a Nashville trip this summer. I'm thinking like a short trip,
Yeah, like
To
a drivable?
Yeah, very low key. Nothing crazy. Not going to break the budget or anything.
Well,
Like
what
Cle-
you
so like
need
not
to
too-
do
not too far.
is hop a ride with Nene because he goes to Cleveland quite
He
frequently.
does. Yeah, he does.
You just need to ride with him.
I know.
I was actually thinking of going to Cleveland as well, taking in some of
Really?
the Lake Erie beach and catching a Red Sox game when they play the Guardians. So
Oh, okay.
That's a
There you
great
go. That's a
idea.
good
Yeah.
idea.
Guys, I think we need to branch out, though.
I know. we keep on going back to Cleveland.
it's weird how we also seem to have our vacations aligned because last year Isaiah and I and now Sydney is going to Gatlinburg.
Yeah.
We all did that within a span of a year. We're all doing like Cleveland all the time. I don't know. All of our vacations really seem to line up in a way.
So you guys should just do the same vacations as me this summer. So you should go to Las Vegas and Fort Lauderdale.
you know what? Las Vegas might be the top of my list.
That would
Really?
be
That,
fun.
yeah.
That would be fun.
You wouldn't last an hour in Vegas.
What do you mean? I'd be king of the town.
Hudson would come back and he'd be like, I think I'm going to need a raise.
Well, if not, I need both of you guys to behave because I need you to come back from Vegas.
That's a good
okay?
point, yeah.
That's important.
Yeah, we'll be so motivated to work. We'll want to make all the money back that we lost.
Well, make sure you text us and tell us if there's a. I was trying to look, for a inexpensive but fun, but not the same old place to vacation.
Yeah.
And
That's
I can't
not easy.
you can't tell me that's not Myrtle Beach. Like
Yeah.
everybody keeps telling you the same thing. So
Yeah.
if you come up with something that's more fun, or if you know like a hidden gem, feel free to text 877 Radio U. And in this, we also try the orange vanilla cream
Yes.
M&M food fight.
And, well, you'll hear our thoughts.
Okay.
You'll be hearing from us.
Have a good
We'll see
weekend.
you guys.
It is The Riot.
Hudson, Nikki, The Riot on Radio U.
It is time for that Friday tradition. We're going to find out about new movie in theaters this weekend.
Yeah, anything good for the box office?
There's one option.
Oh.
Really? I mean, every week there's a bunch of smaller films that come out. This week we really have one that would be considered anything that a wide release, and that is the new movie called Memory, starring Liam Neeson.
Hey.
Ooh, the suave Irishman.
I didn't know. I didn't know he had a movie.
He does. He's got a new one. It's a typical Liam Neeson action movie. Ever since Taken, that's what he's known for. Mm-hmm. And some of us, myself included, big fans of the Neester. And so he's got a movie called Memory.
Wait. I'm sorry. You said he doesn't want you to call him that.
What's wrong with the Neester?
He doesn't like it.
Why not?
Wait. Yeah, he really doesn't
It's
like it.
a good nickname.
I don't know if it is.
It's his new movie.
Okay, Hudster.
Starring I kind of like that.
It backfires.
Yeah. Please go ahead. Call me the Hudster more.
Oh, no, that's the new name.
The Neester will be starring in a new movie called Memory, where he is a killer over. What is that? What does that mean? Over.
I'm not actually getting what word it is by you saying it. Maybe if you spelled it out, we could tell.
Oeuvre.
What is that?
Ouvre. I don't know. He's a killer. He turns down. He has Alzheimer's.
Yeah.
He turns down a job to kill a child.
Aw.
And that leads to an incident that sends him on a quest of vengeance against the bad guys, including FBI agent Guy Pearce. Following him.
Like Guy Pearce.
So I guess Guy Pearce is chasing Liam Neeson, who's chasing somebody who either kills a child or wants to kill a child. So that is the end. And all the while, Liam Neeson battling with Alzheimer's, preventing him from remembering important details, I would assume. Mm-hmm. So that's what you've got this weekend.
Okay.
If that's not up your alley, I've got nothing else.
That's about it.
That's it.
Is Doctor Strange next weekend?
That's next weekend.
Oh my gosh.
Yep.
I feel like that we've been waiting forever, but now I feel like it just popped up.
I think I felt like we were going to get some good movies this weekend. I'm a big Liam Neeson fan, but I can't imagine it's going to make a lot of money, and even I'm not going to go see it probably.
Everybody's
going to
wait till next week.
But I think next weekend is when the floodgates burst open on summer movie season, and we're getting, because we got a couple Marvel movies coming our way. We got the new Top Gun that everybody, the initial reception to that after it premiered at CinemaCon this week was a big deal. Like they say it's the perfect sequel. So a Jurassic World. There's a lot of big releases this summer, and it all starts next weekend.
So
even though we get a good one with the Neester this weekend.
Well, Hudster, let's just take a break this weekend then. If you don't want to see anything, just get ready for it'll be busier than after.
Maybe you can arrange with your mom you can do Mother's Day this weekend, so you can go see Doctor Strange next weekend.
Oh, I bet she's gonna love it.
Yeah. Or maybe she wants to go. If she's a good mom, she wants to go see Doctor Strange with you.
That's true. If not, what she's going to take that as is you want to spend time with her both weekends. So she might confuse that.
You won't hear a show like this anywhere else. And that's probably for the best. The Worst of the Riot. Radio U.
So you know what today is?
Today's Friday.
What makes it extra special?
Is there a day today?
It's National Oatmeal Cookie Day.
All right.
Interesting. Okay.
You guys like a good oatmeal cookie?
Not the most.
No, not
It's
really?
okay.
What do you like better, the oatmeal raisin or do you like the cowboy cookie?
What's the cowboy cookie?
The cowboy cookie is an oatmeal cookie with chocolate chips.
Oh, that's
Oh,
better.
that's better.
That's good, right? It's the
Yes.
raisins that ruin the oatmeal cookie.
That's right. Especially when you think it's chocolate and you go in and it's
Yeah.
raisins.
But with an oatmeal cookie, you just assume the opposite, right? You
Yeah.
assume it's going to be raisins. So then if it has chocolate chips, if it's a cowboy cookie, you're pleasantly surprised.
Man, that looks good.
Yeah, right.
who wants
And it's
some
just got a cool
cookies?
name, too. What a dang cool name. I'm going to eat a cowboy cookie. It makes you sound tough.
That sounds good.
I'm like Clint Eastwood out here eating a cookie. So what is your guys, is your favorite cookie? Is the oatmeal cookie up there or no?
I don't know, Isaiah.
No.
What do you think?
Yeah,
I
even the
would say
cowboy cookie's not that
Not
high.
even close. I would say my favorite cookie. A tough question. I love a good sugar cookie. I don't think I can go against the sugar cookie with vanilla icing on top. That probably is my favorite cookie. The only one that would compete with that is like a peanut butter cup cookie.
Yeah.
But I think the sugar cookie is my top cookie.
Isaiah, every cookie is a sugar cookie.
Really? You think so?
They all have sugar in them.
Yeah,
A
but
lot of it.
so you don't know what a sugar cookie is then? I can
No,
A
explain it to
sugar
you.
cookie is a cookie that has nothing else to show for
Well,
it.
Hudson, what's your
except
favorite
the
cookie?
sugar. You know what? It's hard to go against a good old Oreo.
Oh, an Oreo cookie?
Yeah.
Oh, so you're not doing like a cookie then?
But that's a cookie.
What's just Chips Ahoy your second favorite cookie, or do you have an
no,
actual cookie?
Chips Ahoy aren't that good.
Gotcha. So
It's
that's your,
just the regular Chips Ahoy.
your favorite
I think
cookies
he
and
was saying
Oreo.
that to be mean at you.
What do you mean?
A Chips Ahoy, like what is an Oreo is your favorite cookie?
It's a cookie. What do you mean?
But how about
it only
this?
oh, you know what's
A
good?
baked cookie that you would
Yeah, like an
maybe-
actual
One that
cookie.
I can make at home.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
a chocolate chip or a like.
You know what I like?
What do you like?
I like when you get the funfetti cake mix.
Yeah.
And you make those into cookies. You ever done that?
Never done that.
Oh, that's good.
That
That
could be
sounds
with
pretty good.
icing.
That's pretty dang good.
So it's like a cookie or like a cake?
It's a cookie. It's you slightly.
Interesting.
You don't follow obviously the directions on the box, but you use the funfetti cake mix as the base, and then there like you
Interesting.
alter the recipe, the ingredients a little bit, and then it works as a cookie instead.
That's
and man,
crazy. That
it is
sounds
really
so
good.
similar to a sugar cookie. If I had
It is not.
if I had to
What
put
are
it
you
in the
talking
category,
about?
a
What are you
funfetti
talking
cookie
about?
sounds so oddly similar to a sugar cookie with
100%
sprinkles.
wrong.
You know, I just love when we ask a question. I get both of your guys' opinions.
I know.
You know what else is good? And this is like a sugar cookie, but it's different.
Oddly enough.
It's the ones that have the little pictures on them.
The what?
Are you talking about like, oh my gosh, those are sugar cookies.
I know, but they're good. They're different.
Ah, it sounds like sugar cookies aren't so bad after all.
You know, sometimes I try to give you the benefit of the doubt, but it does sound like you like sugar
It
cookies.
does, doesn't it?
Only if they got little pictures on them.
Okay, that's the only way you like
Got
that.
it.
If they're basically hardly cooked at all, actually.
Oh yeah, when they're real soft.
Yeah.
Mm.
In other words, cold and free and not a cookie dough as well.
Yeah.
What's yours, Nikki?
I do like the frosted sugar cookies. So not like if you go to the grocery store and you have like the package of those sugar
Oh
cookies.
no.
I don't like those because I got sick on one once and we just can't forget. But I like the real big ones with a lot of icing on top.
Yeah.
Ooh, you know what's good too? This is again not one you can make at home easily, but those like Voortmans.
The what?
You know what I mean? Those like Dutch cookies.
How do you spell it?
Voortman.
Sportsman's cookies.
Yeah.
Well,
Those are
is
good.
that the? Are
They like
the
melt in
ones-
your mouth.
They're the ones that do the wafers. Oh, I love
Oh,
those
these ones.
wafers.
I know what these are.
I'm not talking about the wafers though.
Okay.
But I'm not a big fan of those like papery wafer things that you could almost use for like communion in church. Not that.
they're delicious.
Chocolate flavored communion, but the like the almondy cookies, I guess, is what I
Sure.
like. The amarettos.
Almond crunch, is that what you're
Yeah,
looking for
I
here?
think so.
I
Those are
see
pretty
that
good.
here. I see shortbread, chocolate chip, but they all look pretty good.
Yeah.
You can't go wrong with the cookie for the most part.
Just want
Unless
a
it's
cookie,
a hard
man.
cookie. There's nothing worse than a hard cookie. I hate it. I can't do
the
it.
hard chocolate chip.
Oh man.
Yeah, when it's all too crunchy.
There are two types of people in this world, and Hudson has a problem with both. You're listening to The Riot on Radio U.
I'll tell you something that I am probably overly concerned about in my life, and I'd like to also make everyone else overly concerned as well.
That's the good DJ that you are.
Yeah, tick bites.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, you ever worry about getting bitten by a tick?
As a dog owner,
Yeah, the dogs, right?
ticks are around.
Yeah.
But I don't think I've ever been bitten by one. Like I haven't had one pulled off me, but I've had them on me.
I've definitely been bitten by a tick in the past.
Yeah.
And I had one bad experience with my dog. She got into some high grass. There was like 40 ticks on her.
Oh, that's
it
the
was
worst.
horrible. We got her back to the house. It was like, I've never seen something like it. Trying to
they're so
corral all of
gross,
them.
too.
I don't know how we managed to save her from having any stick on her for a while. But
Yeah.
man, it was crazy. So ticks freak me out, right? Because getting bitten by a bug isn't great either way. But with ticks, it's the diseases, right? They can give you. You get one bite from a tick, all of a sudden you get Lyme disease.
You could.
And you got to live with that forever.
I remember they always say you're supposed to look for the rash or the ring around it. And so you're like, oh no. Especially if you're outdoors a lot in certain areas.
Yeah,
I mean, they can just be literally everywhere.
You got to watch. And apparently ticks, over time, are getting worse and worse as disease spreads. And now here's a new reason, not even Lyme disease, something else to be concerned about. If you get bitten by a certain type of tick, there's a chance that you may become allergic to red meat and dairy.
Really?
Yeah.
What a weird thing.
It's the Lone Star.
Not meat.
No, right?
I'll give up dairy.
A fate worse than death.
No, don't make me allergic to meat.
It's called the Lone Star tick. It is common pretty much throughout the United States, although a bit less so, it says, in the northern and western parts of the country. But still, it's possible you can find these anywhere.
Yeah.
And if you get bitten by a Lone Star tick, there's a chance that you may develop alpha-gal syndrome. And alpha-gal is not a superhero as much as it sounds like one. Oh no, it's Alpha Girl. She's a vegan, but not by choice. It's because she has the syndrome.
I saw that coming.
It should be a thing. But alpha-gal is a sugar molecule that is found in most mammals and also is found in their meat. So it's found in pork, beef, and venison. And if you have an allergic reaction with this alpha-gal syndrome,
it could be
that
serious.
means hives, rash, diarrhea,
Oh, thanks.
nausea, shortness of breath, low blood pressure, and the swelling of lips, throat, tongue, and eyelids.
If you've ever had a friend who has allergies, there's levels to where sometimes if you really want the item, you're just going to be a little bit itchy.
Yeah.
They say that if you develop AGS, it's not like that you would really start to see a reaction between 2 to 6 hours. And you should, at that point, probably seek treatment.
Yeah.
Because it can be pretty serious.
Yeah.
So it's not like if you got it, you'd be like, yeah, I still have just a little tiny nibble of meat. It can be a very serious allergic reaction.
Yeah. So this is, I hate bringing these things up that are like, here's this
Now I have
horrible
to think
thing,
about this.
and there's no solution to it. It's not like, well, just don't get bitten by ticks because that can still happen.
Than's for sharing it
I
with
mean,
everybody.
you can't. I'm sure ticks are easier to avoid maybe than we think, but that you can't completely. You just never know. You step foot outside your house, you never know.
Well, it can be worse in some areas, but they mostly just encourage you. I think don't go outside. But second, wear long sleeves. If you wear pants, don't wear shorts. And if you wear pants, tuck your socks in and stuff. And then for
That's
me,
another reason to not go outside because you have to tuck your socks into your pants, or vice versa, looking like a goof.
And long sleeves when it's 90
Yeah,
out.
right.
They say closed-toed shoes, so sandals don't work. Avoid the high grass area. And you're supposed to check everything when you're done with your trip outside.
You know how you, when you have a dog, you can get the little thing, you just put it along their spine, the gel.
Yeah.
And that's supposed to keep them safe from ticks for 3 months.
Yeah.
Why don't they make that for humans? It even says on it, you're not supposed to use on humans. I take that.
I think it's pretty, well, if you want to,
I
try it.
I do want to.
Even though my dogs wear that and they still pick up a tick.
I think, yeah, but it keeps them safe.
Some talking, a little bit of yelling, and a whole lot of eating. The Riot, RadioU.
Check out this headline. crimes on the moon could soon be added to Canada's criminal code.
What does that mean?
Well, I imagine a criminal code, that's like the code that all the criminals abide by, right?
Or is it like the numbers that we give for a crime when the police do their police thing?
Yeah, right. 031.
Whatever.
It's a moon invasion.
Yeah, like
a moon heist.
It has its own number now.
The truth is, it looks like the Canada's criminal code, basically it means that now if you commit a crime, if you're a Canadian astronaut and you commit a crime on the moon, Canada can prosecute you for it. Like you'll be held liable. It's not like you commit crimes in the ocean, international waters, and like whose jurisdiction is it? You can just get away with it in some cases, I guess. The moon, at least for Canada, it will not be that way. If you're a Canadian astronaut, which I didn't know that any Canadians were imminently headed to the moon.
Never know.
But and what kind of crime would even be possible to commit on the moon right now? Murder. I guess that's right. If there's multiple astronauts,
it could be. So this is just to kind of show you, not just in here, like when they propose something, you know how they always hide a bunch of other stuff or stick a bunch of other things in there.
Yeah, right.
This proposed amendment to the code would include crimes committed on the moon. It's inside the 443-page Budget Implementation Act that they tabled in the House of Commons on Tuesday. So this moon thing found its way into the budget stuff.
So do you think, like a lot of times, it seems that, what do they call it, a rider?
Yeah.
Where they put stuff into a smaller stuff into a bigger bill. So they kind of hope that it will go maybe past, maybe unnoticed, especially not even by the people that are in Congress or in Canada's case, the House of Commons, but that'll go unnoticed by the public because it's just, it's the tax bill or whatever. But also in there is something about the moon. But maybe in this case, it's one of those things where they feel like it's not important enough that normally they would pay attention to it. If they just made it its own thing, it's not important enough that they would devote time to it, so it would never get passed. So like, if we just add it on
to the
budget, then at least we'll get it passed and we don't have to spend a lot of time on it.
So they already had a criminal code for the International Space Station.
Okay.
So if you were Canadian and you committed a crime on the space station, it was treated like you were on Canadian soil.
Okay.
So that was always there. But now, because just like here, we have a lot of fun people going up into space.
So that's what we're concerned about.
So the concern is, as space stuff kind of expands and there's a chance that you might have programs where other people who maybe aren't going through like a full astronaut program, but just like anybody could do a planned trip if you have enough money. So now they're amending it to incorporate new space destinations where you never know, a crime might be committed.
That's a good point. This is probably what do you call it? It's stopping a lot of criminal masterminds that are like, they're rich, they got somebody they need to kill. I know what I'll do.
Space?
I'll take them to the moon. I'll make it seem like it's a big thing, and then when they don't come back, I can't be charged.
If I got up to space and I was like, so excited and I accidentally did something or like hurt someone,
you
or
push somebody on and they start floating away because of the gravity,
I'd be in trouble. It's not really murder, but you could have another crime.
Yeah. So there goes that idea. If you were thinking committing a crime on the moon is the perfect crime, not so much.
Well,
Canada will have you.
As a non-Canadian, it's not like that would have affected me. So maybe you just have to find another country.
What Nikki's saying is, as an American, she's going to the moon to commit crimes.
If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. The Riot, RadioU.
Summer's almost here, y'all. We are May is later this week, right?
Is summer?
Is it Monday?
It doesn't start in June.
It technically does, but I usually consider
May.
Memorial Day is like the true start of summer.
Well, the true start of summer is June 21st.
Oh, that's just what science says.
Okay.
Science can't tell me how I feel.
Well, I mean, we're talking nice warmer weather and time for vacation.
Right. So if you're planning your summer vacation, I've got some info here, a survey that has found that 58% of people are either planning a summer vacation or have already booked and prepared for their summer vacation this year.
That's because you got to save up for it.
Yeah, and we've heard a million times already that this year is going to be crazy for summer travel as well. that they just expect everywhere to be mobbed. And like if you're trying to fly or whatever, good luck. It's just going to be a mess. So 58% already getting ready for that summer vacation. You guys are getting ready? Have you planned?
I know
Isaiah's
plan
planned.
something. Are you doing something?
Yeah, I'm going to Las Vegas.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
I'm going to Las Vegas. I think I'm going to Fort Lauderdale maybe, and then a couple concerts and stuff. So it'll be a fun summer.
You didn't say that in our last Riot meeting.
Well, yeah, it's tough to bring up around you guys because Hudson keeps on talking about he's trying to make vacation plans, and I don't want to keep on talking about mine because then you guys feel like you're obliged to do that. So,
Well, I thought we'd
We just
be
don't want to make
obliged
you
to be
feel bad
invited.
because you.
I know.
Well, it seems like Isaiah has his plans.
Isaiah's ready to go. I've got stuff. I've got the wheels are turning. The
Yeah.
wheels are in
Oh.
motion. But we'll see what actually winds up happening from all of it. But I have here in this survey, it's also found that for the average American, they went on 4 family vacations a year as a child.
Oh, yeah.
Did you guys?
When you were
4 a
young?
year?
Isn't that it used to be amazing, right?
Yeah, it's incredible.
You need to get back and move back
Whatever
in with
happened
your
to
parents.
that?
I know your parents won't do that anymore.
Yeah, I'm trying to think as a kid. I don't know, what do you count as a vacation? Just anytime you leave your house for like more than a day or what?
Yeah, I guess I would even count road trips too. So
Yeah?
if
Yeah,
you-
then I definitely went on probably more than 4 a year, I would say.
When you
Road
went
trips.
on family vacations, how often, what percentage was it to visit other family versus just go and do what you guys want to do?
that happened more later in life because with Eric's family being in a different
Sure,
state.
in another state.
Yeah,
That's
that-
right. Most of your family lives near you.
Yeah, but if that's when vacations became like, to go more see family. But when you
Yeah.
were younger, they were all fun things.
They were all always fun things. The only trip we would do is down to Florida to see my grandmother. That would be like one of the like 4 or 5
Which
trips
still
we would
doesn't
do.
sound so bad, does it?
No, it was so much fun. It was so great.
I had to for my family vacations. We did like at least half the time. It was a trip to Canada
Yeah,
to visit family.
sure.
But what do you mean? Oh, sure.
it's
But you're
the
going north.
Wow.
family.
Wow. Really nice way to
You're
treat
supposed
Canada.
to go south for vacations.
You've never seen the Niagara Falls, the Hockey Hall of Fame, the Rocky Mountains.
But how many times can you see it?
Once you've seen
My
it, you're done.
grandmother, a lovely woman. Both of my grandmothers. Yeah. That's how you're going to talk about it.
No, I think, I was just expecting.
It's what you said it. You set it up. You're like, like half of mine were to go
I
see
said
family.
half of them were to Canada to go see family.
No,
They're
you
still
didn't say it
vacations.
like that.
And but the other half were like Disney World. So wait, what was the best vacation you ever went on as kids?
As kids?
Yeah, that you didn't have to pay for.
I know, it's not the best part. My dad was super cool going into 9th grade. So, like, before I started high school, we were supposed to go to Florida because we went there. Like, that was every time you went on a
Sure.
vacation.
Yeah.
But instead, when we got to the airport, we found out we were flying to St. Louis and then from St. Louis going to Hawaii.
Oh,
And so that was a surprise. But
that would be a surprise.
I think I was still a little moody back then.
No.
Because I was bummed because I packed for like, I don't care Orlando and not, hey, we're going to a new place,
you
Hawaii.
weren't dressing to impress.
I was not ready for it. I was not
Dang.
packed. And it was a really long flight from
Oh,
there.
man.
Like, and I was just remember like, are we ever getting there?
Nikki's complaining about going to Hawaii. This
my
is
God.
ridiculous,
Yeah, right.
Father.
I wasn't prepared. I just needed a little heads up, but that was a really fun surprise.
What about you? You got
I
a
don't
good
know.
one?
I'd say for me, it was either we did a family trip one time where we went to Arizona and saw the Grand Canyon, which we went there a couple times, but there was one time where like a lot of my family went, and so that was a good one, just having like some of my cousins there and stuff. Also, we did once like Palm Springs, which was like our favorite place to go.
Nice.
And so that one, we went there a couple times, and that was always my mom loves Palm Springs, so whenever we would go there, it just felt a little bit extra special comparatively so to some of the other places.
Hudson, was yours Canada then?
No, I had some good trips to Canada. Actually, one of the times we had an extended trip. It was over American Thanksgiving where we went to our family out west in Canada. So we did some stuff in the Rocky Mountains and stuff. That was pretty fun.
That was
a
good.
nice long trip. Got to see some family I don't get to see very often. But we had a couple good ones where we did a road trip down from Maryland all the way to Key West. We drove
my
all the way there and
gosh.
back. So we stopped in Miami and
It's a long
Daytona
trip.
and Key West was obviously a lot of fun. So that was cool. And then this is going to sound crazy now, but when I graduated high school, we would get to kind of plan a trip, not like the craziest trip ever, but, kind of work with my parents to plan a trip. So when I graduated, my planning was, let's go to Ohio and go to Cedar Point, go to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Go to Cleveland, you're saying.
Go to the beach.
Like a little Cleveland. He's a little
Go to the
Cleveland
Lake
fan.
Erie Beach. So we got all of that in. I mean, we had already done Florida, so I want to do something new.
Yeah.
Never did all that Ohio stuff. So there we went. It was a pretty fun trip.
A closet
Man.
Cleveland fan. I knew it all along.
Hey, Cleveland's not so bad during when like for 2 months a year. It's
Yeah.
all right.
Man, I just want a vacation.
Yeah,
and
right.
it'd be nice if it was one that someone else planned and paid for. I think that's
Exactly.
what we're really missing the most.
That sounds pretty great. Well, let's get to work on that.
Okay.
Don't say we didn't warn you. This is the worst of the riot.
So, Nikki, you've been following the Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial, haven't you?
I want a friend who is following it the same way I am. I don't follow it during the daytime,
Yeah.
but at night I like to catch up
You
from
see
TikTok.
the low lights.
It's like the guy in the car vaping, doing his deposition like while driving. And then the Amber Heard's team have always like objection and like all this stuff. Like, it's a circus.
Yeah,
It's an absolute circus. And I want it to be over because it's just so much in our news. But I'm also really enjoying the circus.
Yeah, well, it seems like from unfortunate circumstances comes some entertaining stuff, but
I don't know how it's actually like in a court of law.
Yeah.
Like it feels like one of the Judge like Judy shows or something.
Right.
But not on the judge's fault. It just the whole thing.
yeah, it's just a cast of characters.
Yes.
And that's what's going on. So as this is going on, Amber Heard is still slated to be a part of Aquaman 2.
I thought they already filmed it.
I think they probably did, right? Isn't it coming out later this year?
I thought so.
So as I understand it, she's in the first one.
She is.
Plays
And
a
then
prominent role.
when this started with the court cases and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
before they started filming the movie, this is when this petition actually started.
Yeah.
They're like, Amber Heard should not be in Aquaman 2.
Right.
And now they really don't want her in there, but I mean, they've already filmed it.
With you can just CGI her
Remove?
out. Everything else is CGI in the movie just to make, he's dead now. I was going to say Christopher Plummer. That was the joke.
Yeah.
You remember when Kevin Spacey was accused of all the stuff he was accused of and just run out of Hollywood completely. There was whatever movie it was where they completely they just took him out of the movie, put Christopher Plummer in. Christopher Plummer has since passed on. But that's the joke. So you could get Amber Heard out of there. But I don't know. It is a weird situation because the classic line is, well, if it was a man that did this, they would have been run out of the movie long ago, which is probably true. But I don't know. Like, has Amber Heard? I haven't followed it closely enough. I didn't even really know who she was until this.
Yeah.
So I haven't followed the trial closely. So I don't know. Has she been actually like convicted of anything? Because that's always the tough thing, right?
I don't know about like officially or what this case is like
'Cause
concerning.
the case is she's being sued for defamation
Yes.
by Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
Which is
And then she's suing
a lot
back.
different from a lot of the other stuff that's just coming out about supposed domestic abuse and stuff like that.
It's hard. Okay, putting all that aside, because it's all serious and it's just hard
Yeah.
when you're going through all the details on this. But remember, she is the one that went to the bathroom in the bed.
What?
You didn't get that from
Tell
the
me
case?
more. No.
They call her Amber Turd. You didn't know that?
Maybe I wiped that from my memory.
I mean, that's on record.
oh my gosh! In the trial, huh?
Oh yeah, so
Sheesh.
like I think she just doesn't come across with all these details coming out that it just doesn't come across.
Well, I don't know. Did we even get to the petition that was started way back in 2019 has now reached 2 million signatures.
That's a lot.
Of people that say they should remove her from the new Aquaman 2 movie, which I don't know. That I guess that's people care about like a lot of them seem to be sincere defenders of Johnny Depp, and they're just like, this is not right what she did. So, because I don't know, I can't imagine. I just don't know if I care enough about Aquaman 2 to really care, and I obviously haven't paid close enough attention to this. But lots of people saying that she needs to be kicked out of the movie and replace with somebody.
Well, you wonder.
Or they could just cancel the movie.
How many millions of people would have to sign a petition to actually get them to do something on it?
Yeah.
Because people have been saying this for a few years now.
Yeah, and there's definitely been, I don't know if it's reached the 2 million signature threshold, but there's been other movies that had people kind of wrongfully accused of stuff where people are like, oh, you got to remove them, and it just, everything went all according as planned. Eventually, the people, if it's something that's not really worthy of attention, it goes away. But this one feels a little more serious than that.
Well, it also feels like for when the movie does get released, this is going to overshadow the actual movie. So I'm surprised they wouldn't have changed her out
It
anyways.
would be odd to send her out on the press tour.
We've done you a favor by selecting the best of the worst and compiling it all in one place. Riot Podcast Radio U.
Nikki, you could take some inspiration from this woman who's not only is she not spending the few extra dollars on Amazon to get the food, she's spending way less than any of us.
How can she do that a month?
Well, let me tell you. We have a woman in South Korea. She's 24 years old. She spends, on average, less than $7 a month, $7 American dollars a month on her groceries.
On food.
On food, period. She spends less than $7 a month on food. And you might think she does it because the classic thing would be eating ramen. And even if you were eating ramen, spending only $7 a month, I don't think you could eat even ramen that cheaply.
Is she like a freegan or something?
What does that mean?
Well, like free food. You go around collecting free food.
Nope, actually not. She has another way of doing it. Her strategy.
Is she stealing?
It's
a strategy.
She actually just employs a coupon and discount system.
Oh.
She says she's perfected it over the years because she's been doing this since she was 19, so 4 or 5 years. She is able. So then she says with all of the coupons and discounts that she accrues, she basically eats her food for next to nothing, but can still actually get like a decent diet instead of just only eating ramen noodles all the time.
So she might spend more than $7, but with all the coupons and deals she's getting, it goes down to $7.
Right. At the end of the day, either she rebates it back or whatever with those programs that you like. There's apps on your phone that you can get and stuff like that. I don't know how it's different in South Korea, but she says between various apps, and she does the surveys we talked about. We talked about a guy recently who got like the highest status at American Airlines just by doing surveys a bunch, and then coupon codes as well. And then she adds that all up, and over time, that saves a ton of money.
If you're looking to save money, here's what also she does. And just tell us stop when you're not interested.
Yeah.
She walks about 2 hours a day, so she spends nothing on transportation. She only drinks tap water.
Come on.
Is not my favorite. And then homemade tea. She'll eat whatever she can buy that's extremely cheap or win. So she actually tries to win a lot of free food. And that's just through various apps. But she says if she wins like bottled water, other stuff, she'll sell it online and then use the money and just have like tap water or cheaper food. So she really has a system going.
Yeah. See, it's one of those things, though. She's done this, and she says like it was all to save up a bunch of money so she could have her own place and stuff, like actually buy her own house, it looks like. And over the past, 4 years, she saved nearly $80,000 US, which is pretty impressive. I mean, $20,000 a year saving and you think, oh, maybe she makes a lot of money. She does not.
Wow.
It is not a ton of money. And but it's one of those things, though. She's working a full-time job to get her wages, and then she's also doing all this other stuff to save money to where the rest of her life, it really feels like she's got another full-time job, and her full-time job is just saving money, which sounds exhausting.
Well, she said that
and very joyless as well.
I know. You think it would get hard, but I think some people really enjoy the hunt of it.
It's the thrill of the hunt.
The thrill of it. And she just doesn't, she has a smaller salary, and to live on that, it's not easy, but it seems like she enjoys it. So if you like to be thrifty, she's got some pretty good tips.
It just goes to show
Which
that
is number one, don't tip.
Saving money, you can do it no matter what you make. It all comes down to just giving up every enjoyment of life.
I don't think she's going to want to see what we spend on money
No,
on food each
I get
month.
excited when the McDonald's app is like $1 fries.
I get a free nugget.
I spent
that's
$7 on that a month.
If you're looking for diet motivation, you won't find it here. The Riot, Radio U.
Welcome to Food Fight Friday.
Ooh.
We have here in our hands, and not melting because that's the magic of M&Ms, right? Is the orange vanilla cream M&Ms. And these are, as you'll see with Nikki, they're the white chocolate. They're white chocolate, but with orange vanilla cream. Is that right?
So it's like one of those popsicles, the orange cream ones.
Yeah, the Dreamsicles.
Oh, yeah.
Dreamsicles
Yeah,
are like
love 'em.
a orange sherbet sort of thing, and it's got white chocolate around it. We had quite a few listeners ask us for our opinion on these, and we are ready to oblige.
All right. So let's. You think the white and the orange taste different?
I bet you they're probably the
Probably
same.
the
But
same.
Isaiah, don't you think these are way bigger than you thought
I
they would
thought,
be?
yeah, these are big. Do they
Yeah.
have like something inside of them, or is it just this?
Orange vanilla cream.
It feels like they're
I don't know.
like doping or something.
Yeah, I know.
A little
I feel like there's
bulgy.
like a peanut in here. I
Yeah.
don't know.
They do not. It's just the orange cream, the vanilla orange cream on the inside, but they're almost like Mentos size.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Instead of an M&M.
Let's try them.
You ready? Orange
Ooh.
cream,
Pretty
orange
good.
vanilla. Oh, those are delicious.
Yeah,
wow,
that is-
those are good.
It is like a dreamsicle.
Mm-mm-mm.
Let me see
It
if
works
the
well
orange
with
one
the white
tastes
chocolate.
different.
If it does, I think that's in your head.
Yeah, I guess they're the same.
The same?
You think
Isaiah,
so?
what do you think?
It's pretty good.
Yeah, do you like orange?
I do like orange. It's an interesting flavor with chocolate, but I think I like it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Do you want more?
I think I do.
Yeah, I like it a lot. It really
Keep
tastes
eating.
like. It really tastes. I mean, if you just had. What is does Arby's have the orange vanilla shake?
Oh,
Are
yes.
they the ones?
That.
The Dreamsicle shake. Oh man, that is good. That's one of my favorite things, and this is. I mean, this is great. This is one of the best M&Ms I think I've ever had.
Really? So you'd buy them like over top of regular M&Ms, you think?
100%.
Yeah.
Really?
Ordinary M&Ms are boring to me.
Maybe not like the classic peanut M&Ms.
Peanut,
but
Yeah.
peanut butter
Especially in
M&Ms
the-
are good.
if you were in the, I feel like it's more like a spring summer sort of thing. But yeah, those are really good. The orange vanilla cream M&Ms.
Yeah, I would totally take a lot of the M&M flavors. They they taste okay when you try the unique flavors. They're okay, but they're not something you want to just keep going with, I feel.
Yeah.
But these, I mean, I could just keep going with
You
these.
think so?
for
I don't
sure.
think I could get through a bag of these.
You
I don't think I could. No.
They're pretty sweet. Like they're
they're like-
they're actually sweeter than an average M&M.
Yeah,
What
they have
does
like an
it-
interesting flavor. I don't know.
Isaiah, what does it match today?
What does it match? I know. Match the brownies, baby.
Yeah,
We're ready for tonight. Maybe I will have a bag
Yeah.
tonight.
You can take those with you for the draft if you want.
Yeah.
You could you get those, and then you get a bag of regular M&Ms and just pick out so it's only the brown ones,
There we go.
and then make it a mix. Oh, and it'd be a nice surprise every handful.
They're really good. Like they're really like smooth. Like it's not too much, but it's
Yeah.
a really nice orange vanilla flavor. So that's the orange vanilla M&Ms that are out now.
And you know what, too? Some of the other M&M flavors, they feel a little artificial with the
Oh, sure.
flavoring, and this does not. This feels like it's just tastes like you're eating orange vanilla ice cream.
It also doesn't taste like, or you don't feel like, sometimes with orange, if it is, it's like a candle or a cleaner.
Oh,
yeah,
that's
It's
right.
not that
Chemically
bad.
Way
taste.
too of the citrusy side of
Exactly.
it.
The white chocolate makes it good. So those are delicious.
Beautiful.
Hey,
Big thumbs up here.
Yeah, good
yes,
stuff.
a big
Good
golf
stuff.
clap. Well done, M&M.
Why are Hudson, Nikki, and Isaiah always eating on the show? The more we feed them, the less they talk. The Riot. Radio U.
Last night was the first round of the NFL draft. It was a very exciting evening. Not as much for Isaiah because his Browns did not have a pick in the first round.
Aw.
So Isaiah,
But you still dressed Brownsy.
For today, we picked today, so we're ready for tonight.
So you're all ready to go.
Have to dress appropriately for a second round pick.
Yeah, the second round pick, since we did have the first, so tonight's the big night for us. I have my Browns gear on. I'll watch the draft and until we get to pick. I'll dress Jim up in his like little Browns jersey. We'll be all fired up.
So dealer's choice for you then. then, what was the biggest story of the NFL draft last night?
I would say the two biggest stories were all the wide receivers getting taken so early in the draft, like before the top 20. As you can hear in the news update, it says that's the first time that 6 wide receivers have ever went in the top 20 ever. So that was the big story, and the other one was the Tennessee Titans trading A.J. Brown for the 18th overall pick to end up getting Treylon Burks from Arkansas. Also in the news update.
Also a wide receiver.
News.
Boy,
Yeah.
So
I appreciate Isaiah giving us all the news we need.
Yeah, you're up to date. Yeah, it was a big night for wide receivers. Both the Titans and the Ravens traded away their star Brown wide receivers.
Was that surprising then?
Definitely, the Ravens one was a surprise, right?
Yeah, I was not expecting Marquise Brown to get traded last night.
He goes by Hollywood.
Oh, that's his
Yeah,
nickname?
right. So he's now on the Cardinals. They have
So he's humble.
Yeah, exactly. Came up with it himself.
Oh, good.
So that was the big deal. And then along with that, a lot of people pointing out the fact that the Green Bay Packers, it was like they've not drafted a wide receiver in the first round in years, like probably over a decade, right?
Yeah,
I don't
it was
know
a
the
long
exact
time.
year. And so it's like they have 2 picks in the first round. If they're ever going to pick a first round wide receiver, this is the year. They have a subpar receiving core. So this is going to be the year. And then they pick 2 defensive guys. And what are you saying off for?
Well, I thought we wanted them to pick a wide receiver.
I would like them to acquire a wide receiver.
Okay.
But I trust the organization.
Trust the process.
And it's not just me. Aaron Rodgers also trusts the organization. He said he said just that in an interview after the first round of the draft last night. So
well, we listen to what he says, don't we?
right. What Aaron Rodgers says is gospel in my book. And so I'm not worried about the Packers. Their defense is going to be sick.
Well, I tried to
in a
pay
good way.
attention more to the draft last night, and it was just all videos of like the players sitting on their couches with their family.
Yeah, exactly.
Getting a phone call, so those were all sweet to watch.
It is a big night for men's fashion as well. A lot of the wide receiver, or the wide receivers, just any players that are getting picked, going up on stage in Vegas. You want to look good, right? And then there was Derek Carr, the quarterback for the Raiders, unveiling his new haircut.
Is that a real haircut, or like when you shave your your beard down to like a mustache? It feels like he's shaving his head.
Well,
That would make sense because he's done that before.
So
he's
like
rocked that haircut before.
He's doing a process.
He might say that now that he unveiled it and it looked so goofy to most people. It was weird. Do you think he looked so?
It's like a very thick mohawk.
Yeah.
I think he looks
A
better
wide
like this.
one. You do?
Oh my gosh, yes.
Then
He
what,
looks
just like
a
a buzzed head, or
when
what?
he has his head completely buzzed, he looks like a supervillain. Like he literally looks like a supervillain. That's the only way I can describe Derek Carr. It looks like he has eyeliner around his eyes for some odd reason.
He does. My wife believes that he wears eyeliner during the games,
And
which
that's
I
what it
know
looks
that he
like.
doesn't, but it does look like
So
it.
this is a new look for him, and I like it. He has Devontae Adams now. He's feeling like a hot dog coming into the season, and so he's kind of like flexing out a little bit. I like it.
He should embrace the supervillain role.
Yeah,
He's in Vegas. I feel like he like that haircut makes him look a whole lot more hick. A whole lot more country.
Well, I appreciate everybody's comments on it. It says, now may we never speak of Derek Carr's hair ever again.
Yeah. He's still got time to change it.
They said that was the biggest surprise of the night.
You've made it all the way to the end of the Worst of the Riot. This show only exists because of support from listeners like you. Find out more and help out at RadioU.com/donate.